this is Valerie Guillaume and welcome to another one of my videos on YouTube. Today I'm going to be diverting a bit from what I usually talk about, which usually follows with my articles on my blog. My blog is called Canada Human Rights Abuse Exposed, The Truth is Revealed. And for those of you who've never heard of my blog, who's never listened to my videos or seen me in other places, Google Plus, whatever, I have been talking for years about human rights abuse that's being carried out by the Canadian government and the systematic racism behind it. But I've also been talking about the persecution that I've been going through personally, and I've written about that on my blog, so you can check that out. But what I want to talk about today is what it's like to be a targeted individual. And this is a very popular subject on the internet, but there aren't that many people living in Canada who actually comes out and talk about it and point the finger specifically at where it's coming from. Because a lot of people think that, oh, targeted individual is gang stalking, it's a group of these vigilante citizens who are carrying out this attack against specific targets, and they always exclude the police, or they always exclude the intelligence agency CSIS, or they always exclude the government. As a matter of fact, some of them want to send you in that direction and says, go and report it to the police. Well, I'm here to tell you that targeted individuals are select targets who are put through this black operation government program that is very, very common in Canada, not just the US. And they're targeted to such an extreme where the aim, the objective of the perpetrators, which is the government, is to destroy this individual. And they use various means to do that. In my case, it's one of the tactics that they use is to destabilize me. And they've been doing this for years and years and years. And what they do is they work with individuals to create situations that will force me out of my home. And so they would have me moving from place to place. And this is all organized. This is all part of their strategy. Because if you have a home and you're settled down, you can do the things that you need to do, you want to do, right? Most people want to get on with their lives and be really successful. But if there's an agenda to destroy you as an individual, they're going to make sure that you don't have that peace of mind. You can't settle down. Because when you have moving from place to place, you're just thinking about survival. It's just your survival technique just kicks in. And it's really psychological torture, okay? Aside from that, they also use electronic harassment, which is very common in the complaints of targeted individuals. And they use agent provocators, and these agent provocators carry out the agenda for these government agencies like the police or CSIS. They are the frontline soldiers in this battle. Now, there's been a number of different theories as to why certain individuals are targeted. All of that is irrelevant to me at this point. I know why I'm targeted, and I can give you some reasons where this is coming from. The main reason, the number one reason that I'm targeted by the Canadian government is because I'm very outspoken. And I do this outspokenness through my blog as a blogger, which I've been doing for maybe 9 years now. And so this is its way of punishing me. And it reached a point now where it feels as if it's been doing this for so long that it feels as if now it will never be held accountable for its actions against me, you know. And I've tried to get other international agencies involved, such as the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. I filed two petitions against this country, and it's been knocked down because of the influence of the Canadian government in these outside agencies, and their influence is very far-reaching. Okay, this government is so corrupt. I'm not being focused on this subject matter that I'm talking about today, because really for me it's a subjective experience, because I'm really going through this even now as I speak. They have already carried out that part of their strategy against me yet again. So it's a very emotional situation for me, and so I have to try to be focused on what I'm saying, so I can relate to the people that I'm talking to. But it's very difficult for me, because my number one instinct is just like to punch somebody, or to, do something, like, when you're upset, you want to scream, you want to do something. But it's not going to benefit me in the long run. So you have to control your anger, and you have to try to find ways to get around what it is, the situation that they've put you through. So targeted individuals in Canada